All right, so you're probably up late watching this video and you're going through a breakup. You're probably really hurt, emotional right now. And, you know, I've been there before. I actually feel for you on this. And I've been through a few breakups, some that, you know, hurt pretty bad. And I'm going to tell you right now what I did to get over it. And I did get over them. And it was the steps I took. You know, when I was younger, I made it difficult for myself to get over, you know, an ex. And, you know, I would go out, party, drink alcohol, you know, hook up, do those things, the rebound stuff, right? And what I found is it actually makes it worse. It's a quick fix, but it's not, you know, surgery to actually fix what's inside and that hurt, you know, that you have. First things first, okay? No alcohol, no drugs. It's gonna warp your mind. You are gonna be late night, you know, the club's gonna end and you're gonna wanna call your ex, and that's not gonna look good because we all know the no contact rule for, you know, getting your ex works. You know, unless you did something wrong or, you know, hey, you may wanna call them, hey, I messed up. But if it's just, you know, hey, she or he doesn't want to be with you, then you need to move forward, okay? That is the best thing. The first thing is, what I would tell you is no alcohol, no drugs, and stay focused and go to the gym. I can remember one time I broke up with one of my exes years ago. I was doing 2-a-days at the gym just to keep my mind off things, and it works. You know, I stayed busy. You know, you're probably at work all day. I have my own business, so my business is you know, flexible. But those 2-a-days and keeping my endorphins up and you know, stress levels down and just staying focused. I mean, everyone knows that I smoke marijuana, and let me tell you that at that time I didn't smoke. I just didn't do anything for 3 months other than train and get over my ex. You know, at that time I was raising my kids, so I was just taking him to school, and yes, it was difficult. What I found is it's about the first 3 months are going to be difficult. Once you hit that 3-month period, you actually start feeling better. You start moving forward. And the good thing about, you know, moving forward and trying to get over your ex is usually it kind of wakes them up to, hey, they might want you back and start calling you. I found that many times that, you know, my exes will call me 6 months later, a year later, and I'm just like, I'm over you now. So, you know, and that goes for the opposite sex too, ladies. You know, if a man really loves you, he's gonna, you know, come back to you. But as far as, you know, you know, getting over them, that's for 3 months. That's what you're gonna have to do. And after that 3-month period, then I want you to start living a little. I want you to start going because your mind is better and you're gonna make better decisions. Even as we get into the 6 months and 1 year, you're gonna be over this guy, right? You're gonna be so over him. You know, your heart's gonna be open and you're gonna be ready for a new relationship and you're gonna be better. What I found so many times, and I even seen it in you know, I would say 1 or 2 of my exes, I have to think real quick, you know, they chose a rebound right away, like right when we split up. Worst thing you could do. And, you know, I know, you know, that causes misery because you're filling the void out, right? You're just like, oh, okay, you know, I get to text someone, they tell me they like me or love me and good night and all that. But did you really make a good choice on this guy? Did you really, you know, wait time and develop feelings and attraction for this guy do you really like him? You know, ask yourself, do you really want to put yourself in a situation where you're vulnerable? I say it's a 3-month rule. The 3-month rule will definitely help you out. Just get to that 3-month rule and I promise you, you're going to see a difference. All right. Hollywood.